Hey guys, Infidel1258 here. Today I'm going to get into my new Rebellion mage wagons. I need to establish them and they're available. I'm going to load them up. I actually found out that I have 1,000 more vouchers than I previously thought. And this is because of the SPS chain and stuff that I don't want to explain in the intro here, but we're going to open some mage wagons. We're going to install our Rebellion cards that I recently bought and saw an amazing flip on. And I want to show you sort of what I put into Rebellion cards, and you'll see what the price now is because they've gone up. Rebellion cards are absolutely pumping as a result of this moment. So stick around if that sounds interesting, and I hope you have an amazing day. I guess while I'm loading this up, I'll let you know my name is Dwayne Cunningham. I go by Infidel1258, but you can call me 12. Leave comments on every video. I go through the comment section, I turn it into content. If you have got questions or concerns, leave them and I'll do my best to answer. So this is my first looking at it. I don't actually know how to do this, but it's probably under shop. Here we go. Okay, so this is the first conflict. There'll be 9 different conflicts, meaning there'll be 9 different airdrops, I guess. I know none of this. This is all new to me. Like I don't know how many airdrops there are. I guess 6 of them are summoners, right? It'll be water, fire, earth, life, death, dragon, I think. In that probably, I think dragons usually last because it's the most versatile, the most maybe desirable. And then it'll probably be like 3 specialty legendaries, I guess, in addition to that. That would be my guess. Rage being one of them, of course. So there's 30 days and 24 minutes left, and every hour you're going to earn points. Those points are going to go towards airdrops. Those airdrops are going to be amazing, and we're going to want those. And so we definitely want to put forward our best foot in terms of like accessing the maximum number of these things that's possible. At least that's my view. You might think totally differently, but these rage legendary monsters are going to be quite expensive. I've talked about the stats on this thing on my channel as well as on my Twitter, time and attention, if you're interested. But man, it looks amazing, and it's weapon training, which is so powerful. Yes, it's a high mana, but I don't care. I think it's still going to fit into a lot of niches, especially because the weapons trainer lets you put really cheap monsters to the left and right and get more value for that same big that big investment cost of mana. So I think it's going to be amazing. I bet it's going to be a $50 card, maybe at cheapest, I bet $30. That's my view. 30 to 50 is probably the range, and I want it. I don't want to go to the market and buy it later. I think I can earn it. I already have cards from Rebellion that I can put to work in it. I already have vouchers, so let's just make that happen. Rebellion conflicts. Rebellion has begun. Praetoria trembles beneath the weight of the destiny as colossal war wagons trundle across the territories. I love that word. But these are no ordinary wagons. They are powerful summoning stations capable of sustaining the elemental manifestations wrought from cards. This is awesome. The Rift Watchers and their Rebellion allies accompany them, using their powers to fight against the legions of the Chaos Empire and break its chains in which it has found Praetoria. Dude, this is awesome. Nate, whoever wrote this, buddy, give him a raise. Now, the fate of the Splinterlands hangs in the balance. Prepare yourself for conflicts that will echo through the ages. Prepare yourself for the Rebellion. I love this. Okay, so pre-sale promo cards are distributed based on packs purchased during the event. Yeah. Okay, so let's go enter for Rage.
Dim tavern, a stranger approaches and hints at raids on Empire supply lines around Icewall Bay. But you're a battle mage. You're for the arena, not the battlefield. It's just a loan, though. Cards, battle wagons to support the cause, counting coins in your head. But then the stranger mentions that the Empire has the ancient red worm Rage on its side. You weigh the odds. Make your choice, battle mage.
That made it seem like you can fight on one of 2 sides with this, didn't it? That made it seem like make your choice, battle mage, as if you can like be on the Rebellion side or be on the Chaos Legion side. I don't fully understand if that's so. Let's see. A call to arms, the interdiction of Icewall Bay, 30 hours, 21 minutes. The rebels have begun disrupting the Chaos Empire supply lines around the Icewall Bay. They've employed the wagons and elemental manifestations, battle wagons in the northern highlands of northern Malkar to oppose the legions, but Rage's dragons of Mount Redworm control the skies. Given the chance, they'll burn the uprising ashes. I gotta say, the red worm or whatever, I think that's that means Rage is like one of, let's pull it up. Where is it? So we got within the Rebellion, we've got an epic card that I bought a ton of copies of, both gold foil and non, red worm dragon. So Rage is like a big brother to these guys. I bought about 38 of these copies of this regular foil, and from the gold foil I bought 10 of these copies. And now it does look like the price has doubled. I bought them for about 28 to 30, and it's now low by 55 bucks. This is the thing. There is not nearly enough supply for everyone to have these cards. These cards are meaningful, collectible, desirable, powerful, useful, and I get it. There's going to be lots more packs opened. There's going to be millions, maybe more opened, and so you might think, well, there'll be more supply tomorrow. The price will come back down, and that might be so. But for me, knowing, you know, one, that I want the cards, two, that I think I'm going to use them from a lot of different perspectives. You know, one perspective being the rank play, another being my guild brawls, a third being tournaments, a fourth being possibly land, fifth being these mage wagons. You start to see how there's a lot of utility, to me at least, maybe not to you, but to me. And knowing that, and also knowing how few copies, I just thought, let's go ahead and do it. And I do not regret it. Now, that was only a few days ago, and so it's, you know, you might say time will tell. But for me, I'll tell you, my Rebellion set right here, I'll pull out my Rebellion set using Peak Monsters. I can tell you that I bought these Rebellion cards for, I had $1,000 worth of Rebellion about a week ago, 2 weeks ago. That was just how many cards I had picked up over the, you know, the first month or whatever. But then, very intentionally, knowing what battle wagons were going to be, I decided to go ahead and put $1,500 extra into these card assets. That brings you the total to $2,600. That's what it was. Sorry, $2,500. That's what it was on like the 21st. No, on the 19th. So 4 days ago. And today, $2,500 is $3,200. So I mean, that's the massive appreciation that's happening as a result of everybody. Well, even forget about everybody. I mean, it's even if it's a dozen people, 100 people chasing after these resources and these assets, these NFTs cannot go to every single player and every single interested party. That's why every one of these gold foils is higher than they were. Even the Great Porcupine, which is the lowest of the low from the gold foils here on the list of epics, $35 is the low buy. Every one of these cards was in the $25 to $28 range 4 days ago. And so lack of supply, increased demand drives that price. So let's carry forward here. Add a wagon. Max vouchers, max. Okay, 50 each. So how do I do this? Each mage wagon increases the available card slot by 5. And so 100 wagons is too much. I could do 30 wagons. So look, if I did 30 wagons, I don't know if that makes sense. I know that I want to try and reach 11 airdrops from Rage. And I know that the subsequent monsters will have more collection power requirement, therefore more battle wagons required in order to reach the same number of airdrop copies. And I don't want to unpack why, but that's true. So, I also don't know exactly what math will look like on that. So I'm guessing, but I'm saying if I need, you know, it's conceivable that you could do this with the 5 or 6 mage wagons, but with the cards I've got, some of which are common, some of which are regular, some of which are, you know, gold foil, some of which are, right? I bought from a medley of different options. That means I'm going to need more battle wagons. And 5's not going to cut it. 10's probably not going to cut it. I probably need like 15 battle wagons, and I'll fully equip them to the best of my ability. It's not going to be perfect. I'm not going to min-max this. Like, it's not as if every one of these battle wagons is going to be filled up with gold foil epics. It's like some of it's going to be common regular. Some of it's going to be, right? I'm just going to, but I now have $3,000 worth of $3,200 worth of Rebellion cards. I'll put it all into the battle wagons. And I also expect that these wagons will have some value later. And I also am not particularly impressed with these voucher prices. Like, let's see, vouchers 4 cents, cool. You know, if I sold 1,000 of them, like, it's not going to change my life. It's not the biggest deal. Is it cool that it's up? Yes. Could it go to 10 cents, 20 cents? I think maybe. Maybe 10 to 12 cents is more where I actually think. But I don't care about that doubling or tripling of my voucher value. I'd rather have airdrops. So I'm going to go a little harder than maybe I need. Let's start with 10 though, because I don't see any benefit or bonus. Like, it's not like if I buy 15, I'm going to get 10%, like an extra one. Each meg, it's like 10 is 10, 11 is 11. And then I'll load those up as best I can, and then I'll move on. Maybe, hang on, let's see here. My cards. There's one more way to do this. If I come in here and I go to Rebellion, my cards supply, and I go select all, I have 135 Rebellion cards. That's all of my cards. Some of them are 1 BCX. That's not, I wouldn't want to load that up onto a list. So let's go top. So we're looking at my Rebellion cards, and I've got Nomos, and I'm going to scroll down until I find the ones that are, let's stop here at 10 BCX. Boom. So now that's 52 cards. Okay. Now those cards all need to end up in battle wagons, but that's not it. I also want all of my legendaries that are not currently selected, because they're going to produce a fair amount of collection power, even if it's 1 BCX. Then I want to check out my epics. Okay, there's a ton of epics in here that are a few BCX, but maybe could be meaningful. There's a few anyways. That's another. So now I've got 66 cards, and these are like individuals, but I could merge these at least. That might make one more. So I'm going to say 70 slots is what I got. So 70 divided by 5. So I want 14 battle wagons. I'm going to go ahead and get 15. Boom. Purchase. Yeah, you don't have. Yes, I do. So this is one of the problems that I had earlier. Watch this. It's like navigating the SPS chain and stuff. So we're going to, let me go over to vouchers. Go ahead and mute this little guy here. Mute site. I'll come in here. So check this out. I've got 1,793 vouchers on the SPS chain. I guess I want them in game. The Hive engine is not the destination. So let's go ahead and transfer. Okay, so let's go ahead and transfer in from the SPS chain to the in-game. I want, if I said 800, that's probably enough. Transfer. So I thought I had 500 vouchers the other day, but it turned out there was 500 I had in-game. Many were on the SPS chain. And so now we should have enough when I come back to that screen. Shop, enter. Oh, I love it's got an autofill too. Amazing. Okay, so add wagon. And I said we want 15. These cards are still useful to me. I can still play with them. I can still enjoy them. There's a chance that these major wagons will be useful at later dates. So that makes it a bit of a speculation that will be worth it. But again, 4 cents per voucher, not a huge cost to me. These vouchers I earned for free through, holding nodes earlier and then just buying at some point for even lower prices. So I'm okay with taking a bit of risk. Plus I want this rage. It says this will automatically replace and fill your battle wagons with the highest contributing cards. Cards in the major wagons cannot be delegated, rented, or sold until removed. I don't care about that. I want them on the wagons. I'm hoping it autofills logically and doesn't just grab the 1 BCXers. Looks like it did. Look at that, 55. That's lots of points. And it's just plowing up. It's just giving me points as we speak. Every single second, it's creating more and more points. If I had packs, I'd slip them in. But if I had packs, you know what? If I had packs, I would not slip them in. If I was sitting on thousands of packs, I would open them and I would sell some of the cards to pay me back for the packs that I just opened. And then I would put the cards that I wanted to keep into these battle wagons. That's what I would do. And I don't know Jeff opens packs, Jeff opens cards, but I've been watching your content, bud, if you see this video, and I just wonder if that's what you're doing. If you're not, that's what I would do. If you're not, that's what I would do. You got thousands of packs, and man, the rewards, guys, currently the value of the cards inside the pack are exceeding the pack itself price. If you use Splinter cards, you can verify that. Look at this. Is that for real right now? Look at this. The Rebellion cards within the packs are worth $4.94. The pack costs $4. In fact, you can get discounts when you buy bulk. So if you're sitting on thousands of packs or you're sitting on money, as I alluded to in my previous videos recently, there's an opportunity now and unfolding over the next few days, I think, to continue to lean into this, because there is a desire to own these Rebellion card assets. People would prefer to come to the marketplace and buy what they want and need instead of buying the Rebellion packs and just hoping for luck. And so you as a pack holder have an opportunity to sell into that pressure. Now that pressure won't necessarily last forever. As people get enough productive power within their mage wagons, they'll probably lean away from buying cards, which will cause the price of the cards to come down a little. Plus you'll have at the same time more and more packs being opened because of this discrepancy in the price valuation. The pack costs $4, but there's a 94% profit on a pack. You see what I mean? It's like people are going to lean into that. And that is the free market at work, and it'll bring it back down to a $4 value, which means supply will find its way closer to demand, and demand will be satisfied, and that will bring the prices down. So I do think this is a limited window, but for me, it was never just about playing into a flip opportunity. It was about accessing cards that I wanted, cards that I felt were super necessary, cards that I thought were super powerful in order to unlock the power that I want for my deck. These Rebellion cards are not just ones that I want to buy for airdrops, right? It's cards I want in my deck anyways. I want them for ranking experience. I want them for guild brawls. I want them for tournaments. I want them for collectability. I want them for long-term investment. I want them for airdrops. That's a lot of different justifications. And I believe, and I think I can verify, that I acted early enough that it was relatively inexpensive. Now, that doesn't mean the prices don't go down from here, so it's not advice. I'm just telling you what I've done and why. I hope that was interesting, guys. If you tell me, drop a comment below where you're at collection power wise. Looks like I'm making 128,000 per hour. 100,000 per hour means one airdrop chance per hour. So how did you go? How are you landing? Let me know in the comments below. If you have any questions, drop them. Have an amazing day. God bless.